Hey yo, football lovers. Good afternoon and welcome to Football Intel. I'm your host, Dominion Chooks. It's Premier League Match Day Live. The Premier League is back. It has been a roller coaster of international break, and we are finally back to the football, to the Premier League that we love. There's going to be a marathon of matches going on today, and the likes of the Liverpool versus Everton FC, and of course later on Chelsea will be hosting Arsenal FC at Stamford Bridge. And of course, to crown the night is going to be Sheffield United versus Manchester United. But coming first is going to be Liverpool FC versus Everton FC. Stay tuned as we're going to be giving you fire reactions after the match. Don't go anywhere. Okay, good day to you, bro.
Good day, bro.
Good to see you back.
Fine weekend.
It's the international break kept us away, but finally Premier League is back.
Now we are here, man.
All right, I'd like to get your thoughts on this amazing victory for Liverpool. What a way to win a match coming from the international break that has been full of fatigue and all the rest. So what are your thoughts on this amazing win for them?
Yeah, a great way to start for the Liverpool team and their fans. You know that the Merseyside derby is a game that every football lover always wants to see. Okay, although unfortunately for some seasons now, Everton hasn't been up there. This has been one of those Merseyside periods that Everton are not really coming out strong to to show that they really have they are really armored to make a difference. In as much as yes, if you go back to history, it's been a very highly tense competition between the two sides, because we are talking about a club. I don't know whether in England we have any club that has a two stadium so close. We are talking about just about 1 mile apart. So just more like you throw, let's say, a stone, but you need to throw that stone so high though to get to 1 mile distance. And it has made the derby side to have so much tense. It comes with so much tense, because even in your family, you might just have your father might just be an Evertonian and you're a Liverpool fan, and that is how these two teams has been around the community, around Liverpool as a city. And today we're going down to the details of the game. We saw a very fantastic Liverpool. Mind you, for the past few weeks, Liverpool has been up there, and today they show that they are a team to reckon. But I also need to say this: Everton should make sure that for every chance they get, they should nick in the ball, because even in the first 2 minutes of the game, Calvin Lewis had a very clear chance. He had a very clear chance. It was so, will I say, embarrassing to see him not score that kind of goal. Okay, then what happened? Yes, they maintained momentum. It wasn't an easy first half for Liverpool though. Not until by the 37th minute that Ashley Young had a second booking, and that converted to a red card, and that was how Liverpool had to just come by and win this game. And also, to think of it, they had a penalty. Okay, that handball is a penalty. Some people out there were saying, "Oh, come on, there should be a replay. There should be a replay." Come on, the ball hit Keane on his hand, and his hand was outside his body. You cannot. The rules has been set. It might look unfair, but that is the rule. Rules are rules. His hand was off his body, and the ball hit his hand. Penalty, and that was it. Mo Salah doing his thing again. Scored the first goal, coming back at the 97th minute to score the second goal, which has also made him to have scored and assisted for 12 times, as in his goal contribution for this season, 12 times, having just played 11 games. Big ups to the Egyptian, and he saw the celebration. He couldn't celebrate, and we all know why, because of the Gaza-Israel war.
Yes, of course. Like, I want to ask you, what are your thoughts on Nunes' contribution? Because Nunes contributed to that second goal, and he was unselfish by passing the ball to Salah. We know how Salah is when it comes to such kind of chances. So, how can you rate Nunes' performance in the game?
Yeah, he showed selflessness. But somehow, though, what if he passes the ball and the ball does not get to Salah and Salah misses the goal. That's one thing. Aside players, as a striker, as a top 9, okay, many a times you are not being held responsible if you don't shoot the ball, because that is your job. Score those goals. Okay, so fortunately he dropped the pass. It was a clear-cut pass though, and come to think of it, the goal entered. And we also need to give him credit for making an assist and for being a rejuvenated person out there. You notice that the early part of last season was so difficult for him, but he has continually shown that he is a player to watch out this season.
Yes, all right. Currently now, as we speak, Liverpool are topping the Premier League now. So do you see other teams like Manchester City coming up to win their match today? Obviously, you saw what happened to them before went on the international break. They lost to us now, and it kind of affected their psyche. So do you really think that such teams can bounce back into this game?
Yeah, it might be a weekend of 4 teams testing first position. It is not a season of Ashake being lonely at the top. It is a season whereby we cannot at this time predict who will take the league. And this might be stretched out to December, because today, by the time this video should be, Man City must have won their game, meaning that they will be topping. Then if Arsenal wins Chelsea, Arsenal might top the league. Then by Monday, if Tottenham wins their game, Tottenham will top the league. So it is not a lonely time.
It's a competition of topping.
Yes, it's not.
And nobody's lonely at the top.
Nobody is lonely. The only lonely team right now is Sheffield at the bottom, doing 1 point in all this time, and they are lonely with 1 point. And the next team up there is 4 points. So Sheffield are the only lonely team at the bottom. But let's also not.
please.
Let's not also save the fact that Manchester United and Chelsea are lonely at the middle of the league.
All right, moving on. Lastly, I'd like to ask you, what do you really think has impressed you about this Liverpool side? Because, coming from the international break, one would have felt that these players but we're able to see the coordination and the players being able to manage themselves and all that. So what really impresses you about such a kind of performance from them?
Yes, awesome performance out there. Awesome performance. The question now is, will they drag it on? There is another 3 weeks of intense football. Okay, so with these players, with these teams be able to hold their side for the next 3 weeks, and mind you, it's getting heated up. After the 3 weeks, they go on a break, a final international break, before they come back again for the weakening part of the season. That is when players break their legs, get tired, ankle injuries and all that. And come to think of it, we are having a Premier League game for the first time in 28 years on Christmas Eve. So on the 24th of December, there will be a Premier League game. And that has not happened for a long while. That is 28 years now. And that tells you how intense it has to be. So every team, that is why we've been clamoring for most things. Oh, come on, make sure you have a second 11. And that is where Man City might come up and do their bidding, because you cannot take it away from them. Man City have the best 11 so far in the league.
Obviously. All right, thank you so much for being with us, and I'd like to hear from you soon.
Thank you.